We're in our org. Let's go to the developer console. You can do that right there. Cool. Okay, so we're going to create a new Lightning component. And let's call this a file new and then Lightning component. And let's just call this simple button. And then hit submit. Okay. Now, if you notice, we have this .cmp file. That's where our markup is stored. And markup is really just tagging of data, nothing more. Then we also have this controller and helper. Both of those are JavaScript files which handle the function of our component. And then lastly, we have the style where our CSS lives, which is the appearance of our component. We can go through and create these files, but just by clicking these buttons. So let's create a controller. Just click there, and we have this controller that's created for us. Simple button controller.js. Now there's also a documentation file that can be created for each individual component. That's great for kind of telling developers how you can use the components. There's also a renderer, which is an advanced feature. We're not really going to get into that in this course, but it lets you change the default render cycle of each component. So when the component is being rendered or loaded onto the page, you can add in some additional functionality at that point. Again, we're not going to do that. There's also an SVG file, which lets us store icons and stuff like that. And then there's also the design. With a design resource, you can allow certain attributes to be exposed to builder tools like the Lightning App Builder. Again, don't worry about this right now. The big things right now are the component, the controller, the helper, and the style.